I listen to it all the time. I tell all my friends to Smack It Raw.
Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Smackin It Down, the final Smackin It Down, which is apropos because this is the final WWE show, SmackDown anyway, from their European leg of the tour, and this is our final Smackin It Down before we go back to Saturdays. I am your host, the patron saint of podcast, and the warden Matt Ritter. Will is first, Allison is hi, and my co-host is Miss Katie Kinsey Bay Bay.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
This being the last Smacking It Down, I want to thank Vince, who is not here with us, for taking my load when I couldn't be here. I want to thank Katie for holding down the fort when I couldn't be here. I want to thank Will and Allison and everyone that, followed us on this journey 1, 2, 3 days a week, sometimes 4 episodes, starting at the beginning of the year through today. I want to thank you all for joining us and all of that. But that is not the favor owed. The favor owed is likes, subscribes, and comments on YouTube at youtube.com/creationworld. Katie, what does that do?
Boost the algorithm, help find new listeners.
That is correct. And why, Katie, is that important?
Because you are a whore.
I told you guys when Vince did this, and then also when Katie did this, that I am a whore, but I'm tired of being humble about it. I'm fucking awesome. And Katie's fucking awesome. And together we're fucking awesome. We're hilarious. And more people need to love our show and like and comment and subscribe and interact with us and give me the attention that I so deeply crave for why I am here doing this. I'm tired of being like, maybe, we're not. No, I should be your favorite podcaster. If I'm not, you have bad taste, and it is what it is. It is just that simple. But that's not the only place you can find us. You guys might be Twitchers over at twitch.tv/creationworld. You guys take your Amazon Prime, link it to your Twitch account, and you get a free sub every month. And guess who you should give that free sub to? Now, I might say Botch Spots and Chair Shots or everybody over at Rivet City Radio. I might say Miss Katie Kinsey Bay Bay, but give it to me for all of the things that I literally just said about YouTube. Give it to me. I didn't say it, but over on YouTube, there is a notification bell. We call it a bean, and I want you to flick that bean and hit that notification bell every time, or so you get notified every time we go live. Like this Sunday, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern for the return of Trick or Trivia and Getting Offed. If you have the notification bell on, you'll also know that a very new Getting Offed series is dropping next Sunday, April 6th, the day after my birthday. But also you get notified when we go live, on my birthday, April 5th, and our return to Saturday nights where we do all 3 shows in one night. It's going to be a fucking blast. And I'm inviting everyone to come on through. So, come celebrate with us and hear about my daughter's first trip to SmackDown with me. That's going to be something that we'll be talking about. So, there's Creation Conversation every Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 7:30 Eastern. You guys can check that out too. I'm there also. Again, so fucking awesome. You just catch me all the time in all the different formats and kinds of shows. Nerd news shows and wrestling shows and horror shows, all the shows. Katie, did I forget anything?
No.
All right. Now you're up.
Cool. So Saraya's gone from AEW. See you later. Whatever. I don't care.
Hold on.
Okay.
She left Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Yeah,
Ronnie
Ronnie
Radke.
Radke. They're not together anymore. And
Nope.
I know that was a big issue with her and a lot of people liking her. They're done. It's over for whatever reason. She left AEW, so all of the toxicity in her life is, she might be turning a new page.
Paige Turner was that her finisher? I don't remember.
One of them.
Evolution 2, allegedly, this summer.
All but confirmed.
All but confirmed. To be determined. We'll see. I mean, Paige might be there, but it's about damn time. We're 7 years too late. 8 years. I don't remember how long it's been. 7?
I don't fucking know.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
I was doing when it happened.
You were what?
I said I know what I was doing when Evolution happened. I was making a blanket. That's not a euphemism, like an actual blanket. Like that day we had gone and we had bought material and I made a Game of Thrones blanket that I still use to this day.
Was it like one of the Thai ones?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, crafty.
Yeah. During Evolution 2. Or Evolution, not Evolution 2. This is Evolution 2.
Imagine. No, well, now you have to make a blanket during Evolution 2. Make it a tradition. Make a baby blanket. Oh, that'd be cute.
Maybe.
Blanket. That'd be fun. I think you should do it. Well, now you have to make a blanket. You can make it however you want, but like little baby blanket. That'd be cute. And then we found out on SmackDown that now matches are going to be going into the Hall of Fame. And this one is Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret Hart, WrestleMania 13.
In Chicago.
Everything's in Chicago.
A lot of stuff's going to be happening in Chicago next week, and I'm going to be there.
Well, I mean, you're getting one of the debuts. The other one's to be determined.
I mean, there was a 25 in there somewhere. There was a 4 somewhere.
I don't know. But yeah, match is going into the Hall of Fame. Bret and Steve are going to be there to talk about it, I guess. I don't know, to both get the award. I don't know how that's going to work. I'm not going to be there, so I don't know.
I mean, listen, if Meltzer's not going to give out 5-star ratings, why not put matches in the Hall of Fame? Fuck it. We'll do our own shit.
Fuck it. Basically.
And, WrestleMania 13 is one of the most underrated WrestleManias of all time.
Is it because it was in Chicago?
No, it's not because it was in Chicago, because there were other WrestleManias in Chicago. But, I mean, there was.
I don't know.
Remember when John Cena came out at WrestleMania in a fucking gangster car?
Oh, that was Chicago. You're right.
Yeah, that was Chicago. Anyway. All anyone remembers from that WrestleMania is Bret versus Austin. There was a main event, for the title with The Undertaker winning and, retaining his title at WrestleMania or winning the title at WrestleMania, one of the two. There was a lot going on at WrestleMania 13. Mania 2 also had part of it in Chicago. We did that.
It was also in New York and LA across 3 time zones on a Monday night. LOL.
Yeah. No, but I don't think WrestleMania 13 gets the love it deserves outside of, everyone talking about the Bret Stone Cold match, because that was really the launching point for Stone Cold. Like, he was, after that, it was fucking strap on, strap up, rockets.
Okay.
What?
No.
You don't like the way that sounded?
No, the phrasing was a little weird, but that's fine. Happens.
What else you got for me?
Strap on rockets. That's what he said. That's what came out of that man's mouth. We got a new SmackDown announcer.
We did.
He's going by like Mark Nash or something on TV. but his name is Mark Shunock, as I learned how to pronounce it yesterday. He was doing a lot of stuff for the Las Vegas Golden Knights, which is a hockey team, for those who don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a hockey team. Can you believe?
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
But, like, I think he did fine tonight.
I don't know. I don't pay attention really to that
I
shit
do.
until like it's a thing. You know, like with Samantha, certain things were a thing, and then I tuned in. But like most of that for me is just background noise, which is like our friends were in our chat and they were talking about, I'm assuming, college basketball. I saw Villanova, and I know that's a college, so I'm assuming they were talking about college basketball or some shit, right? And I'm like, this is how I know that wrestling is not a sport to me, because all of these sporty things about wrestling, it's all just background noise to me. Like, I'm just there for the fun shit. Like, I'm not analyzing, because I saw people like, what did you guys think of the new announcer? I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the announcer on SmackDown. Like, I missed some of them because some of them were fun and did cool shit, and then the internet got all upset when they were fun and did cool shit. But like, if he's not going to be fun and do cool shit, and he's just going to say people's names really loud, like, I don't really, cool, you're there, good job, don't fuck up.
I mean, I like inflections in people's voices when they talk, and I have a tendency to mock things because I have a problem. Not in like a mean way. It's just like someone talks a certain way, and then I have to do the same thing because I have problems. But like, I like the way he has been saying some things. I mean, again, it was one night, but like, I like it.
You like his inflection.
I like inflections.
You like his inflection specifically.
Well, he was good.
For a one night stand.
Lillian's, Mike Rome's, Alicia Taylor's. Good shit.
What about the Cubs? What about the Cubs? Oh, opening day was yesterday. Today the White Sox were eliminated from the playoffs. Yes. What about the Cubs? Yeah, exactly. What about the Cubs? Don't give a fuck.
What about the Cubs?
I was a Southsider, so Kate cared about the Cubs. I was actually supposed to go to one Cubs game. I've actually, as a Chicagoan, I've never set foot in Wrigley Field, never once, and I was supposed to. Kate had gotten tickets through her work for the Crosstown Classic, and I was supposed to go. We drove down there. We could not find parking. It was almost the seventh inning. We were still trying to find parking, and then at that point, we just said, fuck it.
Fuck it, we ball.
Will, you would have gone to a Fish show. That does not surprise me in the least.
Fish.
Yes. You got anything else?
No.
Okay. So do you want to talk about SmackDown, or do you just want to spend the rest of our time talking about the triple threat consent form signing? Because I feel like we could just do that.
I mean, there was other cool stuff that happened.
Was there?
Naomi.
Okay, yeah, no, Naomi. I guess we'll talk about the show.
I mean, we can talk about the fun stuff or stuff we liked.
Like besties?
Besties.
Cody and Randy, besties for life.
Biffles.
Cody wants to talk about John Cena. Randy wants to talk about Cody's big ass balls, and that is a direct quote from Randy Orton. That is not Matt being Matt.
No, I know. That's crazy.
And he says he wants to look Cody in the eye to tell him that he's coming for his belt after WrestleMania. Drew showed up bitching as per usual, got punched under the chin by Cody. Randy and him had a match. Kevin Owens came out.
Of course.
Drew then kicked Randy Orton and pinned him. And he's like, see, when nobody interferes in my matches, and I'm like, that's not true, because KO definitely showed up. When nobody caused the issues, then I can win.
Well,
and I'm like,
is it an interference if now did Kevin Owens make it to ringside?
I mean, did CM Punk do anything when Drew lost his title?
Well,
or did he just come out and hang out?
I mean, Phil put his hands on Drew. There is a difference. After Drew won the title, he put his hands on Phil.
Yeah, he didn't interfere in the match. He didn't interfere in the match.
There was after the match and before the other match.
Yeah, he
in
didn't
between
interfere.
matches.
He just minded his own business and hung out.
Shouldn't have been standing there.
Drew still lost. But anyway, KO escapes getting punted through the crowd. Then Drew's back, and he's like, listen, I was out here. I called Damian Priest out. He didn't show up. I won my match. This is what happens when no one fucks with me. So me and my boy Louis Capaldi, who I am familiar with because Kate really loves him, and Zoe absolutely loves a song called Don't Get Me Wrong by Louis Capaldi that is on her playlist that I have heard a million times, and it's grown on me, and he has grown on me. Which, by the way, so me and Kate are laying on the couch. Zoe is in her room, and Louis Capaldi shows up, and I'm like, hey, Kate. She goes, I'm like, check this out. Or I said something. I'm like, and she goes, yeah. I thought she was saying yeah as if like she knew that Louis Capaldi was going to be on the screen. And I'm like, and then she looks up and she goes, oh shit. I'm like, yeah. No, like what the fuck what was the yeah for? She goes, I was just answering you like, yeah, what do you want? I'm like, oh, well, I want you to see that the singer is here. Anyway, does not happen. Damian is waiting for him on the other side of the door in the parking garage. Fucks Drew up. Choke slams him through a windshield of a car. Real glass. CM Punk got to walk by and watch Drew suffer, and that made him smile. And that was just one of many things tonight that made him smile.
With a tear in his eye. We're not there yet, though.
Drew also said R.I.P. Jackass. Or Damian also said R.I.P. Jackass, which I love.
Well, see, that's what happens when you call him a team move. Undertaker, he's going to get mad.
Jesus Christ, Will.
Oh my God. I'm not touching it. This isn't my show.
You shouldn't touch anything on Will that grows.
I mean, true. My God. But I was expecting a tag team match and not just Drew, Randy, because like Cody was out there too. But I'll allow it. Jesus Christ. It was fun. I'll
swallow. Spit. Yeah. Swallow. Cool.
I'll swallow. Matt, come on. You gotta switch it.
Yes, boy! Yes, boy!
No, boy. You did not win the tag team titles. Street Profits over Pretty Deadly taking their tag team titles. Or as I put it, PD versus SP for the TTT. SP wins.
TT tag team. Yeah, okay. Acronyms. All the acronyms. I mean, I think it was a fun match. What's going on with my voice?
We're only talking about so I can play the clip, so.
Well, I mean, as you should. Again, best gear of the night.
Which one's the blonde one? Elton? Or is that... Elton Prince is the blonde one, right?
Yes.
Whichever one's the blonde one has unsettlingly thick chest hair.
It's aggressive.
It is. And then with the crop top thing on top of it, and then also it looks like he shaved his belly, so like there was just a happy trail leading to the fucking forest that grows on his chest. As someone with a hairy chest, that is an aggressive amount of hair on your chest. And I'd appreciate it if you toned it down just a bit.
I mean, but it works for him. We don't yuck any yums.
It's like having a landing strip leading to a full-on bush.
Surprise!
That doesn't feel right. That's not how that's supposed to work.
We don't yuck any yums.
I know you don't mind my chest hair, Will. Thank you.
Your shet hair?
My chest hair. So you're swallowing the tag team title match, the TTT?
The TTT. Yes.
Then our president, Chelsea Green, meets up with Zelina Vega, who's hanging out with Disco Ninja Sex Party. She's got her secret Hervis Slagents with her. Zelina's like, listen, you guys can make all the short jokes you want, but I'm a big fucking problem. All right? I am a big fucking problem for you in that title. And Kaden and Katana have her back, step up and say, we'll take on the Secret Service Slagents tonight. Secret Hervis Slagents tonight.
Hervis Slagents. Okay.
we get the Disco Ninja Sex Party Secret Harvest Tag Team match. After the match, Zelina gets beat down by Chelsea and the Secret Harvest Slagents. Well, she gets her hands on Chelsea and then kind of gets crushed by Piper, which I love Piper's fucking jacket with like the little flare, the bits of flare on it.
Oh, yeah, it's incredible.
There's a little skull down here, and there's some other shit going on.
I love it. Also, wrestling in suits. Iconic. Only the Secret Harvest Legends.
Only the Secret Harvest Legends. Why is
And
that
like-
harder for me to say than skank and stank?
I mean, you struggled a little bit with that right there. No, like, where the fuck have Kane and Katana been? Like,
Catering.
which is
Making
disrespectful.
TikToks with Damian Priest.
Which are so funny. Every time she just dances and he just looks mad. I'm like,
Oh. News and
What?
rumors. Apparently, Kiana James is on her way back soon.
oh yeah, she spotted at the PV.
Yeah, the PT.
PV.
The PT.
I'm assuming maybe like a after Mania type situation, if I were to guess.
I was gonna say, since we're talking about like where the fuck have people been?
No, that's true. That's fair. I forgot that she tweeted that, or it was tweeted about.
Your advocate was very excited. Misses her very
He's-
much.
Yeah,
Also, suits. She wore some suits.
she did. Her cute little suit skirts, her bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'll swallow the our president, Secret Harvest Legends, A and P
We pledge a swallow to the chin.
to the champ. Yes.
LA Knight took on Braun Strowman for the United States title. It didn't go well for.
Boo.
Well, no, like like in general, boo, but like it didn't go well for either man because
No.
Jacob Fatu showed up, and apparently Jacob Fatu is just off the fucking leash. There you go. He'll swallow
Yes.
whatever Piper tells him to.
Same. Oh, yeah,
He
Jacob
showed up.
Fatu don't give a fuck.
He fucked up Braun.
Mhm.
LA Knight tried to fight him. He fucked up LA Knight. He shook his ass all over Braun's face a couple times. Got in the back. So was like, hey, what the fuck was that about? And he goes, "What? I don't have to answer to you. I don't need to tell you shit after last week. Either you're with me or you're against me." Actually, no. What I wrote it down. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't need to tell nobody shit. Get in where you fit in because I'm getting the U.S. title with or without you. When it comes to Braun Strowman, I'll be the last man standing. Not in that order, but those are the things he said to Solo.
Yes.
Because Solo and Tama fucked up last week.
Which I didn't like. Now that I realize it, I didn't watch SmackDown last week, so I was very confused. I was busy.
You are a busy girl.
Busy girl.
So I'm swallowing Solo, just being like, listen, I'm not about this bullshit anymore. I don't give a fuck. I am my own man, and I'm gonna do my own thing, and you can roll with me, or you can get
You
rolled
mean
out.
Jacob?
Yes. What did I say? Solo?
Mhm.
Yeah, I meant Jacob.
Well, I think it was very interesting that like Jacob got the tone, and then Solo was like, "Who the fuck you taking that tone with?" And then he did the "I love you Solo" hands, which that is these, as he was like keeping up the tone, but like a respectful tone.
Well, yeah, because Jacob Fatu's a madman.
Jacob Fatu is fucking crazy. He's
We
bonkers.
really fumbled Solo. We could have done so much better for Solo. I think the whole him trying to be the leader of the bloodline thing was a huge flop.
Mhm.
And everyone was right. Jacob Fatu outshined the fuck out of him. He should have been Samoa Joe. He should have been WWE Samoa Joe. That's what Solo needed. All by
Yeah.
himself.
All by himself.
Speaking of Fatus or Usos, which are also Fatus,
Okay.
Jimmy gets interviewed about the smack heard around the UK. Hey, so you smack Gunther, and that's probably not a good idea, man. Fuck Gunther. And then the Miz Carmelo didn't really talk shit. Carmelo was just kind of standing next to The Miz as The Miz talked shit. But The Miz, of all people, thought, hey, this would be a really good time to talk shit to the man who just slapped Gunther. Because in no way, shape, or form did you need to worry about a man who had the balls to slap Gunther slapping your bitch ass.
He almost did. He pump faked him.
Oh, yeah, no. He bitched him out. They had a match. Jimmy won.
Yeah. I mean, 1, 2. Bless you twice.
Kick out.
Oh God, he kicked out at 2. It's crazy. Mello literally said one thing, and it was a Chris Brown lyric from "Look at Me Now." So
Really sad what they're doing with Mello.
yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
Where's the barbershop?
Maybe after Trick gets on main roster, they do something again, like heel. I mean, they're like kind of heel, kind of babyface when they were together. Depends on who you ask.
Trick now could understand the weight that Carmelo had, and they can bond over it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, things.
Yeah, homies.
All right, Katie.
All right, Matt.
Fun shit. Talk to me about Naomi.
Give this woman an award. Multiple awards. I don't even care. Her vignette promo thing, whatever you want to call it, was, I think, very good. It was very well shot. She expressed a lot of emotion. She said, like, I don't know why Jade had to come in and ruin things. Bianca, you used to look up to me, which, I mean, most of the women nowadays do look up to Naomi. She was definitely at the focal point when they needed someone to look up to. Like, obviously, she's in the same realm as, like, the Bellas and Natty, and, like, she was in that shit with them. And Naomi doesn't get enough of the credit that she deserves, period. So there's a lot of that. A lot of, like, caution, which, like, I like the fact that it's all, like, caution, warning, boo, 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 boo. Like, I think that's cool. Especially because she put Jade through a fucking windshield.
Yeah.
Almost. Kind of.
I like her crying, but then them cutting to, like, the creepy smile behind, I think it was a window.
Yeah. It's like a horror movie.
Yeah. Felt very Jordan Peele.
Mm-hmm. I liked it. And then she attacked Michin and B-Fab. And then Jade, trying to look like the bride from Kill Bill, coming out there. There's a lot of yellow and black.
Well, first, Jade was like, where the fuck's Naomi? I've been asking for Naomi. Where the fuck's Naomi? And all this is like, I don't honestly know where Naomi is. No one's really heard from her. So Jade's like, man, fuck this. Get a hold of me when you find her. Bumps into Michin and B-Fab. B-Fab's like, listen, I'm on your side. When you see Naomi, beat her ass. Fuck that. Like, we support you in your mission of vengeance, which is why Naomi was like, oh, you support Jade, huh? Well, fuck you both. And then poor Michin, after getting jumped by Naomi, after B-Fab got taken out by Naomi, after Jade came down and made the save and walked B-Fab to the back, still had to wrestle Plank.
Disrespectful. Michin deserves better. Also, I agree with Naomi. Like, I'm on Naomi's side of this. I'm Team Naomi. I don't know about y'all. I am.
And why are you Team Naomi?
Because she consistently was getting ignored and pushed to the side when the new plaything came along, and she shouldn't have to put up with that. So she took care of it.
Okay. But, like, did Jade deserve what Jade got because? Wasn't there a better target?
mean, Jade was the new plaything, so.
Because I'm Team Cargill. Like we were friends, and you attacked me because I was getting the recognition that you wanted. That's on you. That's not on me.
I support Naomi's rights and wrongs.
Okay. I mean, that's how I was with the New Day, and you called me a villain. So
Oh, it's because they hurt Biggie's feelings, and that was disrespectful.
She hurt Jade Cargill's body.
I don't know. Well, and what are the New Day doing now? Nothing. So
they're geared up for a tag team title shot. What are you talking about?
Yes, because there's 3 tag teams on Raw, and they're one of them.
They're one of them.
They're one of 3.
Charlotte wins the match with Michin, and then we cut to Tiffany Stratton backstage.
What are you wearing? I can't even read what you're wearing. Oh.
It was the first thing in my closet that I pulled out after I got spit up on by the baby, so...
Oh, that happens. Babies do that.
Also, maybe it's in protest of all Reek's picks for the Undertaker bracket, which was bullshit.
Jesus.
Neither here nor there.
God.
Tiffany's like, okay, if you beat me at WrestleMania, then you beat me. But if I beat you, you lost to a blonde who does backflips and everyone calls a knockoff of you, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, when you lose, deal with that shit. Toodles.
I'm not interested in this fucking match.
Would you be interested in it if it was anyone else against Tiffany Stratton besides Charlotte?
If they would let Tiffany, like, do more, maybe I'd be interested in this. But, like, also, yes. But, like, they're not letting Tiffany, like, really talk. Like, I mean, granted, there was, like, this, but there haven't really, like, where's the Tiffany who was just talking mad shit always in NXT?
Yeah.
You know? It's the same thing with, like, when are they going to let John Cena just unleash on Cody Rhodes?
Calm down.
Hopefully on Monday.
Calm down.
No.
Calm down.
Don't you never tell a woman to calm down.
Listen, Cody Rhodes is the face of the WWE.
Hey.
What more could you do besides jump off a stage?
I just want NXT Tiffany. I feel like I'm not asking for a lot.
So we're swallowing Naomi's vignette.
Yes.
We're spitting Charlotte defeating Michin.
Yes.
And we're gargling Katie's apathetic response to what they're doing with Tiffany Stratton and the fact that she doesn't care about the women's title match that won the Royal Rumble.
Well, no one who won the Royal Rumble is main eventing, so it doesn't really matter.
True.
So what the fuck is the point of winning the Rumble?
Title shot at WrestleMania.
That's all you get. It was
as long as no one's main eventing. As long as you're gonna get the WWE typical every match.
Everything's a main event.
Yeah, no, but
literally not how that fucking works.
Let's talk about one of the main events of WrestleMania, Katie, because I'm pretty sure I called this shit. I'm pretty sure I said that this is where this was going. This is how we were going to get there. And that one Phillip Brooks was going to be a WrestleMania main eventer because of this.
They've also been super selective with their wording.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure at the Royal Rumble, they're like, the winner receives a main event. Whatever. I don't know. The Royal Rumble winner rarely main events, and it's never the women. So, I don't know. Continue.
Sometimes a women main event. Remember that one time Ronda Rousey and Charlotte and Becky Lynch?
Fuck Ronda. Continue.
We get our contract signing. Roman Reigns comes out. He spends 15 minutes walking down to the ring through a commercial break.
Through the commercial break.
Setting his chair up at the head of the table.
As he should.
Immediately signs the contract, starts talking
Mhm.
shit. Seth comes out and Seth's like, Roman, why are you trying to leave so early? Like, we have so much history here. We showed up on a helicopter. We decided to rewrite this place in our own image. We were straight taking down the old guard. We put Undertaker through a table. We. And he's like, we. Shut the fuck up. Me. You didn't do shit. I did everything. I made this $1 billion company. I carried us through the dark times. I did all of the things, and all of this because me. What the fuck did you do? And he's like, well, if it wasn't for you, then CM Punk would not be here, and I am upsetty spaghetti about it. And now we have to have this match, and you have ruined everything because he is a snake and he doesn't deserve to be at WrestleMania. Well, too fucking bad. Because Philip CM Brooks is main eventing WrestleMania. He came, he sat down, he's trying to read the contract. Roman's getting a little antsy because he's trying to get the fuck out of here. He's like, why are you doing that? And it's like, because you should probably read a consent form before you sign it to know what you are considering.
That's actually fucking true. Read everything before you sign, except everyone who's always like, I accept terms and conditions. Nobody reads that shit.
He's like, just go to page 4, paragraph 5. Punk's like, fuck you, dude. I'm going to read this. And he's like, all right, wise man, please smarten him up. And Paul Heyman leans down into CM Punk's ear and he goes, I know what you're looking for, and it's there. You will be in the main event of WrestleMania. This match is closing the show. You are a WrestleMania main eventer. Night 1. And my man started crying because this is all he's ever wanted. He's living his dream. I loved the moment. It was sweet. It was great. Seth Rollins fucking ruined it by throwing a hissy fit.
Now he was having a contract crash out. Like
he was throwing a hissy fit.
This
is wrong. The main event is sacred to me. The only thing that's more sacred to me than the main event of WrestleMania is you never being in the main event of WrestleMania. And I hate everything about this. And I hate the world. And I hate football. And I'm like, dude, calm the fuck down. Like,
this is all true
football.
statements.
Yeah, no, it's facts. True. And he's like, and Roman's like, there's your favor. Done. Easy.
Go ahead. Thank me.
And Seth's like, this is all your fault. You did this and you did this, blah, blah, blah. And CM Punk's like, you know what?
I don't give a fuck.
Thank you. Thank everyone who cheered for me for 10 years to finally get me to the place that I've waited to be. And honestly, I was thinking as CM Punk came out, I'm like, it is still kind of fucking weird to me to watch CM Punk after all the stuff that has happened, stand in a WWE ring with a smile on his face, in good spirits.
And a tear in his eye.
And a tear in his eye and in a good mood. All of the rights to be wronged over the last 10 years. Like, this is so surreal and weird to me, but I absolutely fucking love it. And Roman's like, no. Fuck the fans. Fuck your parents. Thank me. Like, fuck Tennessee. Thank me. Crashing out when your main event Mania is next level ungrateful. Amen. Yeah, no. It's Iowa, bro. It's Iowa. They don't have football. They don't have football teams. They have to root for the Bears. Like, Iowa's got problems. All right. So CM Punk got down on one knee like he was going to propose. Mm-hmm. And he thanked the tribal chief. He's like, you know what? Thank you. Thank you for this and thank you for that. My tribal chief.
Big dog.
Yeah, you know.
Roman was like,
big dog in there. Yeah, no, didn't like that one.
No, thank you.
That was good. The OTC, all that, but the big dog, fuck you.
Vietnam flashbacks.
And then he stands up and says, "This is not the favor."
And did you see Paul Heyman?
Yeah, well, there was a whole point where like Roman Reigns was telling CM Punk that the only reason CM Punk is in the main event is because of Roman Reigns, and Paul Heyman was back there and he's just shaking his head no. And I don't know if he was shaking his head no at CM Punk to be like, don't say anything, or if he was like, no, that's not true. You deserve it. You're my best friend and I love you.
Two things can be true at once.
Two things can be true at once.
But when Philip said, that's not the favor I asked for, Paul was like, God damn it. So okay, what is the favor then? If Punk wins, then he
this
gets
is 7.
Paul Heyman.
Katie, this is 7. What's in the box?
What's in the fucking?
What is the favor?
What is the favor? I think, and I was thinking about this as after he said it, I was like, the only thing that would kind of make sense is if Punk wins this match, then he gets Paul Heyman back.
Maybe.
It's the only thing I can think of. I don't know how that's necessarily a favor, but like,
I feel like it's got to be a title match.
But Roman doesn't have the title.
I mean, Paul can still get him a title match.
I guess.
Roman can win something and get a title match, and then Paul can be like, yeah, so I know you won this and you got the title match, but as per the favor, CM Punk is going to step in there for you. Maybe it's moving Seth Rollins to NXT.
Seth goes back. Honestly, Seth in NXT, this version of Seth in NXT would be fucking hysterical. But okay, hear me out. We're fantasy booking because why the fuck not? Cena wins 17 in Mania, as he should. We get Cena Punk again.
SummerSlam.
For the SummerSlam for the title. SummerSlam night 2, I guess. Fuck it. Since it's 2 nights of SummerSlam. And maybe that's the favor. So like it was supposed to be like, oh, well, you'll get a title shot against Cody Rhodes. And Cena's like, ha 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 ha. I have the title now. Like a villain that he is. And we get, because now it's the turns have tabled. Now Cena's threatening to walk away with the title, not Punk.
I mean, there is, we're assuming that this favor directly has to do with CM Punk, but there is an outlier here, a factor that would make Katie very happy. With Evolution 2 on and away, maybe the favor could be a job for CM Punk's wife.
You can't. If AJ Lee shows up in any way, shape, or form, I will personally thank Paul Heyman. I'll find a way to personally thank Paul Heyman in person. I'll write him a note. I'll send him an email. Oh my god. I need AJ Lee back. I'm about to crash out.
I've got to assume that because Roman didn't read the contract, Seth didn't read the contract. No. Paul knelt down to let Punk know what was in the contract and that what he was looking for was in there. And then
like Paul
named specifics. So Paul, well, we know Paul read it because Roman doesn't read. Paul reads for Roman.
He's like, it's like Iron Man. You can't hand him things.
So I've got to assume that whatever the favor is in that contract and nobody read it, and we might find out after.
The goddamn ice cream
bars.
Hey, they came back for like a hot minute. But not anymore. I don't know. I want to know what the favor is. Por favor.
I don't feel like this is going to be one of those WWE things where, like, what was in Vince's briefcase, like, that we'll never find out.
Who pied Kevin Owens?
Yeah, like, this is not going to be that. We will get our answer.
If we don't, then a lot of people are going to be upset. Because, like, this is one of those things where, like, we need an answer.
The problem is, the more we build up whatever the favor is, the more disappointed we're going to be when we find out what it actually is.
Oh, see, no, we collectively, as the IWC, have a tendency to build our expectations to an astronomical bullshit level, and when we don't get that, we're all like, boo, this stinks. Me, every time that there's a pay-per-view, and I'm like, AJ Lee.
And she doesn't show up.
She never shows up. Me at the Rumble the past, ever since Punk came back. AJ Lee? Hasn't happened yet.
All right, Katie, SmackDown, spit or swallow?
I mean, I feel like just for the contract shenanigans, it has to be a Swallow.
And Naomi.
And Naomi, of course.
Yeah.
And like, you know, all the women, like the tag team, Secret Service Legends.
Yep.
It's like, yeah. The contract was London.
You know, for all the people who hate contract signings, this was a fairly entertaining contract signing that made me very happy. And
Nobody got put through the table.
Genuinely feel like those were real tears of joy that this is finally coming to fruition after all of these years.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Even if he doesn't win, this is him winning the Super Bowl. Like,
I'm going to Disneyland.
I'm also gonna swallow. Katie.
Yeah.
Where can they find you?
Oh, hold on. Something's gonna happen. He won't main event.
Fuck you. I don't know if you saw the tweet, but he is in a bubble until WrestleMania. All right.
Triple H says you have to face Gunther in whatever fucking city. Punk as Bubble Boy.
Yep.
Which that movie, oh my god, I think about that sometimes. But you can follow me on Twitter, KittyWrestling13, Linktree, and Robotic, everything She Showcase, Twitch.tv/She Showcase, YouTube.com/She Showcase, Thursdays, sometime. New episode out now with Freak Havoc. We talk X-Men and fun stuff.
And as always, you guys can follow me on Twitter at MattRidders, MATTRDDR, for your wrestling content at Getting Off, which is back Sunday night for your horror content with Trick or Trivia and the Final Girls and Wreak Havoc. Speaking of the Advocate, will also be competing to see if he can face off against Katie at the end of the year for that Trick or Trivia championship. And everywhere else on socials at Smackin It Raw, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky for Ms. Katie Kinsey Bebe. I am the patron saint of podcast of the Warden Matt Ritter, and this has been your final edition of Smackin It Down with Smackin It Raw.
Yeehaw.